beautiful day to you all, and welcome to I Am Worthy Enterprises Worthy Wednesday. I am Fulani, and we are bringing to you a weekly installment of inspiration and reflection. I Am Worthy Enterprises is designed to celebrate, educate, heal, and affirm women of the African diaspora. So how are you? How you doing today? It's a season of things being really challenging sometimes, and sometimes it's just good to take a moment and take a breath and be human with others and say, how are you? And also, as we think about offering that inquiry to other people, we should also offer it to ourselves. How are you? How am I really doing? How am I really feeling? Or are we just moving through? Just consider that for a moment. So over the next few weeks of Worthy Wednesday, I'd like for us to talk about a topic that's been on my mind and heart a lot: forgiveness. Don't roll your eyes and don't hit stop or pause. Forgiveness. In some ways, the word forgiveness over the past few years may have become cliched or may seem like a word that doesn't hold a lot of meaning. But it really is, at the core, one of the most liberating processes we can participate in. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is about goodness, about extending mercy to those who have perhaps harmed us, even if cognitively we feel like they don't deserve it. Forgiveness is not about finding excuses for the offending person's behavior, and it's not about pretending it didn't happen. There is no quick formula for forgiveness, and every forgiveness experience will be different. Forgiveness is a process. But it's really worth the effort to forgive. Working on forgiveness can help us increase our self-esteem. It can give us a sense of inner strength and safety. Forgiveness can reverse the lies that we often tell ourselves, either about ourselves or someone else, when someone has hurt us deeply. Sometimes, if we are in a state of unforgiveness, we can believe that we are defeated, or we can believe that we are not worthy. And sometimes when we're in a state of unforgiveness, we can believe that that defines the person that has hurt us. That act, whatever it is that hurt us, then also defines them. And that is absolutely not true either. Forgiveness can allow us to move on. Forgiveness can help us reconnect with the meaning and purpose without carrying the heavy load of discontent, of judgment, of disappointment. Forgiveness is important because we, you and I, will be the primary beneficiary of forgiveness. How many times have we been walking around with something on our heart and it's weighing us down and keeping us up at night and making us cry from time to time or making us angry? And the person that we're upset with, they are going on with their life. They are good. And so holding on to that unforgiveness, as we make up new words, holding on to that really does not serve us well at all. So we want to think about ways of integrating forgiveness into our lives. And I want us to start where all things should start when it comes to healing, with ourselves. Yeah, with ourselves. I want you to forgive yourself for any and everything that you have done that is not a part of your divine personality or purpose. We are human, made of flesh and blood. And as we move through the world, we are going to have experiences where we excel, where we shine, where we are great. And we are also going to have experiences where we are not our best selves, where we fail, where we have to recalibrate. That's living. That is life. I've had my elders say to me that if we were perfect, there would be no purpose for our being here. That we have come in this lifetime to learn lessons and to resolve things, so when we pass on, that we're able to abide in the heavens. And so we will have to experience things in this lifetime as human beings that will test our ability to be as present and as good as possible, to have good character, but also to understand those moments and those lessons when we don't have the greatest character, when we are vulnerable in our human emotional space, where we are responding from a place of hurt or pain or judgment. And so today, I want you to forgive yourself. You can go to the mirror and look at your beautiful face and say, I forgive you. Take another breath and say, I forgive you. Take another breath and say, I forgive you. Now take a final breath and say that I release you from judgment. I release you from disappointment. I release you from being tethered to that which is not of my highest good. And let it go. Because when we forgive ourselves, then we put ourselves in a position of being able to forgive those around us who perhaps harmed us. And we also put ourselves in a position of receiving blessings because we've moved space. We've moved space in our hearts. We've made room in our universal experience to receive things that are good for us and to us, because that pain and that judgment and that disappointment are no longer taking up residence. So today, be a vessel of forgiveness for yourself. Celebrate that which is beautiful and wonderful in you, and release that which doesn't serve you. Forgiveness. One step toward liberation of mind, body, and soul. Forgiveness. Our freedom papers. Forgiveness. Our way to our greater self. Forgiveness. We thank you for joining us on today. We thank you for supporting the work of I Am Worthy Enterprises. We want you to remember that I am, you are, we are worthy. Peace and blessings. Take care.